I published a YouTube short every single day for 365 straight days, and here are the results. And because I hate clickbait, I got 36,500,000 views off of those shorts, which earned $3,362.58. But that does not tell the whole story. There's a ton of stuff to get into as far as the most popular short, why people watched certain shorts over others. I'm gonna show you all the details of my analytics from views to watch time, subscribers, and really the most shocking part of the whole thing is performance on other platforms, which we'll get into more towards the end. This video is sponsored by PCBWay. They specialize in printed circuit boards, doing prototyping, assembly. They even have rigid or flexible options. They can do advanced PCBs. And what I'm most excited for is they do CNC work as well as 3D printing for you. I've got a project coming up on these outdoor fence lights. And the adhesive that came with the lights, they just won't stick up. So I'm thinking of getting 3D printed brackets for all these lights to hold them up. So stick around for that video and there'll be a link to PCBWay in the description if you wanna learn more. All right, let's stop right here. And you're probably correct in your thinking. 365 days of uploads and hours of editing and shooting only translated to $3,300. And you're right, that is a horrible return on investment if we're just looking at the ad revenue, except for the fact that I was able to get those subscribers. So shorts, 36 million views, almost 1,000 subscribers per million views, and I got 38,000 subscribers. Total for the year, I got 47,000 subscribers, which was amazing for me. I essentially doubled the size of my channel in 1 year by focusing on those shorts. And long form is still king. So total for the year, I made $18,000. 3,000 of that was from shorts. And again, you're gonna say, not worth it. But look, 47,000 subscribers total, doubled the size of my channel, got me a ton of exposure. And here's probably the biggest benefit of all. Those things were good, the subscribers are great, but making that short form content, you can also upload it to multiple platforms and gain exposure essentially for free. So I was doing this and focusing on YouTube, and I said, okay, well, let me create a TikTok, let me do an Instagram, I'll hook an Instagram to Facebook, let's try that out. And Instagram was probably the most successful platform. I gained 50,000 followers on Instagram doing nothing but re-uploading the same content from YouTube just to Instagram. I did the same for TikTok, but with way less success. It appears to me, at least, that Instagram has the what I'll call stickiest audience who are much more likely to tap follow than YouTube or TikTok, which was a huge benefit. So now the question of why did the content that did well actually do well? And I'm gonna put all these stats on the screen and you can help me decipher because there's no definitive answer. I just have a hunch on why a lot of these did well. So if you look at my most popular video, it's called Way Faster Than You'd Think. Also, I found out that descriptions and tags don't really matter. You just throw a title on there and that kind of worked for me. But it has 12,500,000 views. And this, as well as a lot of the other shorts that I did, had some type of controversy in it. I'm not talking about a real controversy, but in this one, I was joking around and I called people morons for doing something a certain way. Well, I got, as you can see, 4,510 comments about that saying, oh, I can't believe you called us morons. Not on the next one, but the one after that, the cheapest tree removal bid, I was kind of postulating about did I make the right call on hiring the cheapest guy, maybe not the best guy, and there were tons of people fighting back and forth in the comments saying what he did was horrible, what he did was totally acceptable. If we keep going down, we lifted our entire house with hydraulic jacks, same kind of thing, people hating on me for living in this area, spending money to level and lift my home. Oh man, smoking a brisket in a Weber kettle, tons of comments on that, on mistakes that I made and people thought that I made. My DJI Avata flew away. I had a flyaway incident happen. People loved commenting saying I was breaking the law, doing all kinds of things wrong, which was not true, by the way. Closet makeover in a weekend. People love to hate on Ryobi tools and things like that. So generally, my general theme is I'd say a vast majority of my shorts did well, unfortunately, because there was some type of controversy that was compelling people to comment. The other thing, and I think you have to have this as well, is that a lot of them, they had their watch times very high or average percent viewed. So my most popular video has a 90.8, which means people are watching 90+% of that video. The next one is over 100%, 105, 104, 90, 86, 90, 85, 78, 102. So generally speaking, my well-performing shorts are above, let's say 80. There are some in the 70s as well. And then the other thing is they're getting comments. Not all of them, but they're getting comments. They're getting a large percentage of the video viewed. And I would just love to see what you guys think of this data. Or there's so many other columns that I can add to this. If you want to see other columns, let me know. I don't think anyone fully understands the algorithm or knows why certain content does well. But this is what has done well on my channel and the reasons why I think it has done well. Now, this strategy was not a very good one overall. I was going for quantity over quality, which I don't recommend because I just had a dozen or so shorts do really well that got me all that exposure. And had I focused on quality, I think I would have gotten a very similar result. And that's what I'm really going to shift into this year, is saying, hey, let's focus on quality. Let's do less, but have them be better. And also, let's do some storytelling. So if I have a big project coming up, kind of doing shorts about it along the way so that people can follow along and get invested in this story that I'm trying to tell. My goal in releasing this video was to do two things. One, encourage you. Keep going. If you haven't done well yet, just keep going, keep producing content, keep pushing through. And the other thing is take advantage of the short form content while it's still doing very well and push it out on other platforms for that exposure. It's free exposure other than the time it takes you to upload and create a caption. I hope this video was encouraging and also helpful for you if you're making short form content or any type of content. If you've got questions about analytics that I didn't get into that you want to see, I'm very open about my analytics and I'll tell you about them. So just let me know in the comments and I'll either respond to it, or if it gets enough thumbs up and enough interaction, I'll actually make a short kind of delving into more of those analytics. Thank you so much for watching Break It Yourself. Don't forget to thumbs me up, and we will see you next time.